All right, here we go, everyone. Welcome back to the first inning, and we're gonna have a great show for you today. It's the Subway Series, and we're gonna give you updates on our weekend that is coming up on the first inning, and also we'll be talking about the past games. But like always, remember this is the first inning radio show, and this is kid friendly. You can play this anywhere, not get in trouble, and you'll be fine. So, with further ado, let's get into the first inning. And we have Roger, the big Yankee fan, on his way from West Virginia to the Bronx. Say hello, Roger.
Hello, good evening, BX Bomber. Everything is going pretty good. Yes, and I'll be traveling up tomorrow. And then we will have 5 Yankee games in a row. The 4-game Kansas City series, and the 1 game against Seattle. And we will be having fantastic seats. But anyway, the Yankees are on a road trip as of right now. And they played a doubleheader coming out of the All-Star game. The American League won the All-Star game 3-2, with Giancarlo Stanton hitting a home run and being the MVP of the All-Star game. And the Yankees came out of the All-Star game and lost a doubleheader to the Houston Astros, very rough. And then they moved on to Baltimore. And for the first game against Baltimore, the Yankees won 7-6, with Judge hitting 2 home runs and Gallo hitting a home run. Tyon was the starter, and Wells was the starter for Baltimore and the loser. And Chapman, they used Chapman in the situation with the 7-3 lead, giving him somewhat of a low leverage inning, and he did give up a 3-run homer there. So the score was very close at 7-6, and the Yankees won 7-6. In the second game on Saturday, it was a 100-degree day on Saturday, extremely hot, and I was there with my family and my sister's gentleman friend Ray, and we had a really good time. And unfortunately, the Yankees lost that day 6-3, and Carpenter hit a home run for the Yankees, and Cole was the starting pitcher, pitching 6 innings, allowing 9 hits, and allowing 4 runs, 3 were earned, and had 6 strikeouts. For the Orioles, Jordan Lyles was the starter for the Orioles, and Urias hit a home run off of Sean Green, who has since been DFA'd, and the O's managed to come back after the Yankees took a 3-0 lead, and take the lead off of Cole, and off of Cole, and who was the pitcher that came in again? I forget who the relief pitcher is that they used right after Cole. I'm not going by notes right now. But, Albert Abreu.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, Albert Abreu, and he threw a baseball away with a man on first base, allowing the man to go all the way to third. That was Montero that went all the way to third, and then the Orioles came back and won 6-3 in that game. And in the third game, the Yankees won 6-0, and Nestor Cortes, going 6 innings, allowing 6 hits, no runs, and 7 strikeouts. And Judge blasted another home run, his 37th. And Kramer was the starter and the losers. So the Yankees did take 2 out of 3 from the Orioles, and they lost the doubleheader to the Houston Astros. And they are continuing their road trip, even though they are back in New York City. And they are playing the Mets tonight at Citi Field, with Jordan Montgomery going up against Taijuan Walker for the New York Mets.
Yeah, and the Yankees will be there without Giancarlo Stanton.
Yes, from what I understand, Giancarlo Stanton has been feeling some exhaustion or something, and they've been resting him quite a bit.
No, he's out of the game. He's on the 10-day injured list with Achilles tendonitis.
Oh, wow. Back with that again. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I was wondering why they were resting him. They said there was nothing wrong and that he was just overly exhausted, but apparently he was nursing an injury. So he's on the 10-day injured list. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
man, that sucks, man. We really need him. You know?
Right. Exactly. But tonight will be a fun night at Citi Field with Montgomery going up against Walker, and that will be pretty good tomorrow.
But my thing is this. Hold on. But my thing is this: why they called up Tim LeCastro instead of Miguel Andujar?
Yes, I'm not sure. It seems like Miguel Andujar has just fallen out of favor with them for some reason, and I don't understand exactly why, but they've called Castro up. At least that'll be a lot of speed, but he is not the hitter that, he's not the hitter that Andujar is.
I mean, Andujar is better than Gallo and Aaron Hicks at this point. You know what I mean?
Yes, I would say so. And in the meantime, there are other things going on. The Juan Soto trade rumors are going all around. There's a number of teams that may be looking for him. I think the Yankees have checked in on him. And
so have the Mets.
Trade stuff is going on as well.
Yeah, everybody's looking in on Juan Soto, but I doubt he goes to the Yankees. I'll be very surprised that he makes it. And it's not like he's gonna be like the number one thing to the team. You know what I mean? I think the Yankees should go out and get just pitching, man.
Yes, there's a lot of talk about them going for Castillo. They've been talking about Castillo for a couple of years, and Castillo of the Cincinnati Reds. And they may put a package together to get Castillo, and then there's other rumors about Benintendi. So we have a few days. I
doubt. Right. I doubt all that happens, but I'll tell you one thing: if they, like we said before, if they do get somebody, it's gonna be somebody we never even heard of or never even talked about.
Exactly. That's how it worked out there. Josh Donaldson's name never came up. Connor Falefa's name did come up a few times, but Josh Donaldson's name had never come up. They were constantly talking about Carlos Correa.
Yeah, I remember, and it's like, yo, where did this guy come from?
Right, exactly. So who knows what Cashman will do or what House Steinbrenner will allow, and we'll see how it all plays out. We've got about another week, and then we'll see if anything what happens, if anything at all.
Yeah, like I say, man, I doubt the Yankees do anything, which I mean, don't do anything, which means they'll pick up somebody small.
Yeah, probably. It's just we'll have to see what they do. But even though they did not have a big off season, with doing trades, the Yankees are still playing at a great level right now at 66 wins and 31 losses, and a 12.5 game lead in first place. Oh, and we have to mention Boston losing to Toronto 28-5.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know how they did that, man.
I don't know. Holy cow! Back in 2007, Texas beat Baltimore 31-7, and it was crazy, freakish. And this was a freakish game as well. The Red Sox finally did win last night, but they are pretty much in the tie with the Orioles right now. All the teams in the division are over 500 or 500 or better, and the Orioles are at 500. They're not pushovers anymore, and the Red Sox are pulling back to where they are neck and neck with the Orioles.
Yeah, and not only that, the Houston Astros are competing for the best record in baseball as well.
Exactly. They did lose. The Astros lost last night to the Oakland A's, but they are only about a game or two behind the Yankees for the best record.
Yeah, so the Yankees got to get their act together. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And for tomorrow, Herman is starting for the Yankees. So realistically, obviously, I would like the Yankees to take 2 at Citi Field, but I would be happy if they got a split at Citi Field.
Yeah, I mean, the Mets are playing very well. I mean, unless the Yankees come out hitting, you know what I
Right.
mean? I think they should be fine. But if they're gonna play that one run game type of deal, you can count the Yankees out, man. But then again, I don't count the Yankees out. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
they got guys to win the game. You know what I mean? So it's just that I don't like when the Yankees don't. I don't like when the Yankees play that one run game thing. You know what I
Right.
mean? They got to come out hitting, and every game they should come out hitting. You know, and the special thing they should also be doing is working that pitcher, working up the pitch count, make the pitcher
Right.
throw more pitches. You know, and get into the bullpen. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, even though we talked about before that, okay, the bullpen guys throw 100 miles an hour and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But understand, we're in the part of the season now where, yeah, that matters, but it doesn't matter anymore because these guys had their own situations. You know what I
Right.
mean? They're not healthy. They just came off a plane from somewhere. They're draggy. They didn't sleep. You know, all these combinations come in factor. So in reality, you still have to work that pitcher. You still have to get into that bullpen somehow. You know, and that's how you win the game. There, you gotta hit. You gotta hit. You know,
Exactly.
and they sometimes the Yankees do, and sometimes the Yankees don't, man. And what bums out the team is it sucks when you have Hicks striking out all the time, Gallo striking out all the time, and then you have people like Trevino, you know, and Isaiah kind of Falefa that are just trying to hit the ball. You know, they're doing the best they can, you know,
Right.
and these guys, you know, are just putting dampers on the outs of the game. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean?
Yes, Connor Falefa is actually hitting very well with runners in scoring position. He is hitting very well. He is 16th in the league in OPS for hitting with runners in scoring position.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
even though Connor Falefa doesn't hit home runs, he comes through quite often. Hicks doesn't come through often, but you know, Hicks was batting ahead of Connor Falefa in my game, and Hicks would fly out, and then Connor Falefa came up right after Hicks, and boom, he got the hit to drive in the run.
Yeah, I would definitely, if I was Boone, I would bat Hicks 8 and 9. You know what I mean? And have kind of Falefa and Trevino or even Gonzalez, Merwin Gonzalez, bat above these guys.
Right. But then you've got a real major dead spot at the end of the order. You know, suppose the order ends with the number 7 hitter, and then you've got Hicks and Gallo leading off the next inning.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because they're not gonna do anything any other time. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I'd rather them get out there and not waste our double to bring in guys and you know
Exactly.
you know these guys mess up the merry-go-round. You know,
Right.
so I'd rather have them at the end where they can't mess it up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But Gallo did get a home run in the first game against the Orioles. But I mean,
Meaningless home run.
yeah, we'll have to see how. Well, actually, it wasn't. It was actually the deciding run because Chapman gave up the 3-run homer. At the time, he hit the home run to make it 7-3. But then
Right.
Chapman did give up the 3-run homer, so his home run was, you know, technically the difference in the game.
Yeah, it's true, but it's still at the time a meaningless home run. You know.
Right, exactly. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you. I'll be.
Oh, and we have to talk about the Hall of Fame ceremonies. I forgot to talk about that.
Yes.
I saw Big Poppy and all that get inducted yesterday. Sunday. Sorry.
Right. That was wonderful. Big Poppy is well liked.
I wish I could have made it, man, to Cooperstown, man. I just don't have a car, man. You need a car to get there. I don't have a car, man.
Right.
Because, you know, that's a day's drive. You can go there and come back to the Bronx.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's a day's drive. So,
And just a little too heavy duty on your motorbike.
Yeah, I don't want to. Nah, it's too far on a bike.
Right.
You know,
right.
you gotta pass cotton fields and cows and barns and cliffs. You know,
Exactly.
yeah, it's crazy. You know, and you need gas too. And there's only like one gas station in the whole spot. So
I know.
So if you run out of gas, te jodiste. That's it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you really need a car, because cars, you know, they could hold 20, 30 gallons of gasoline. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. And it just would be rather rough riding, you know, that many miles on the bike.
Yeah, it is, man. When I used to do it, I would leave my house at about 3 o'clock in the morning. About 3:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning, and drive down there. We get to Cooperstown about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. Find parking, whatever, and then we would eat breakfast at the Cooperstown diner that they got there.
Right.
You know, that's across the street from the Hall of Fame. And then, you know, then we wait for the thing to open. It's better to go, the earlier the better.
Right.
Because when you go to Cooperstown, especially when it's Hall of Fame weekend, oh, that is crazy. You're not going to find, if you go past, even if you get there in the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning time, you're going to have some problems.
Yes, exactly.
You know, you got to, I'm seriously, you have to get there 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and you get in there with a breeze, and you see everything. You see the Hall of Fame, all the stores, everything, and you're done by 3 o'clock, maybe even 2 o'clock, and you're home by 5 or 6 in the afternoon.
Wow, not bad at all. Not bad at all. As I've mentioned many times, I've only been to Cooperstown once. That was in 2000. And it was the end of October, and the Mets and Yankees were in the World Series against one another that year. It was right at the start of the World Series. And I went, we camped out at my friend Big Mike's land in central upstate New York, and then we went over to Cooperstown, and we camped out outside of Cooperstown and went in, and I went over to Lake Otsego, which is that lake about 2 blocks away from the Hall of Fame, and I bought a loaf of bread, and I got mugged by the birds.
Yeah, I remember that. You telling me, man. I would like to go to...
I was sitting on the bench, and we had the ducks.
80% of couples sleep too hot or too cold. Because quality sleep is vital, the Sleep Number 3...
They really, when I pulled that loaf of bread out, I was ripping it up and throwing it. They were going crazy. And then I went back and got another loaf, so I gave them 2 loaves of bread.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm showing the glove that I got in Cooperstown. You could get an old time glove at Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Ah, beautiful.
And I have, well, my glove is a brand new glove, but it's a 1949 model. And you can buy these replica models, real gloves. They're real gloves, but they're replicas. In Cooperstown, and the store is called Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Wow, that is incredible. And yes, that was very fun. I'd like to get back to Cooperstown again someday. But that was the one time that I was there. At that time, it only cost $10 to go in.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
You know, and it was off season too. I mean, it was during the World Series, but it was late October.
Wow, yeah. That's late October. It's any time during the year. It's a good time to go.
Right.
But I mean, if you're gonna go Hall of Fame weekend, you have to go there early in the morning.
Yes. Exactly.
You know what I mean? You got to be there early.
Right.
You know.
But that's how that worked out there, and I'm very very happy to. I'm really getting excited about seeing you. We're going to have 5 games in a row, and I'll be staying in the South Bronx, and it'll be great to see you. And then my final trip will be at the end of the year from September 30th to October 2nd. Yankees and Orioles at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, man, it's going to be nice, man. Can't wait, man.
Right, so we still have 8 more games to go.
That's it, and we'll be there.
Right, outstanding. So, anyway, the Yankees are playing the Mets tonight. We have Montgomery going up against Taiwan Walker at Citi Field. The Yankees so far 2-3 on this road trip. They lost a doubleheader to the Astros and took 2 out of 3 from Baltimore.
Yeah, they sure did, man. But hopefully, like we say, man, the Yankees keep winning, man.
Exactly. And everything is looking really good. And I wanted to say thank you once again to Yankees Morning Brew for giving me all those likes on my Camden Yards Yankees Orioles game Instagram videos.
Yeah, man, hopefully they do watch the show, man. I really would like to. I was supposed to be on their show, but I lost my my video there, so I couldn't be on. So I told him maybe this week, if you wanted,
Oh, that'll be pretty good. Excellent indeed.
But it's no rush to him.
Right, exactly. We still got a large portion of the season to go. And St. Louis Dave will probably be seeing the Yankees. We'll see if he gets some tickets, because the Yankees are going to St. Louis on August 6th, I believe.
Oh, wow. Maybe he could make a vlog or something for us.
Right. I would hope so. Get some photographs. But anyway, I had a nice visit with St. Louis Dave, too. He came back to West Virginia to see his in-laws, and he also went to Washington, D.C., and visited, and I had a very nice night with him.
Yeah, man, that must have been fun.
Right, we saw the Yankees and the Red Sox, and they lost that game, too. So far, my event Yankee games, I've been losing lately. 2 wins and 3 losses so far.
Man, maybe you'll bring the luck.
Right. And I would really like to see them take at least 3 out of 4, if not sweep the Kansas City Royals in the series coming up.
They should be sweeping the Kansas City Royals, right?
Yeah, I would hope so. Kansas City is not one of your better teams, but on any given day, one major league team can beat another.
Yeah, that's true. They still got Salvador Perez over there, am I correct?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he's dangerous, man. So, yeah, they got some guys that are still dangerous over there.
Right, exactly.
Kansas City Royals, that's a stadium I would like to visit, too, man.
Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful stadium. It's one of the older ones. It opened in the early 1970s. It used to have artificial turf. And really, in the 1970s, the Yankees and Kansas City Royals were major rivals because they met together to play in the American League Championship Series in 76, 77, 78, and 80. And the Royals finally beat the Yankees in the American League Championship Series in 1980 when George Brett hit a 3-run home run off of Goose Gossage.
Right. And they went crazy with the pine tar, too.
Oh, yeah, the pine tar game, too. That was in 1983, I believe. And Greg Nettles went over to Billy Martin and told Billy Martin to check Brett's bat. And sure enough, that whole hoopla took place, and Brett went wild, screaming at the umpire, going crazy. And then they finally replayed the game, and Billy Martin treated it like it was a joke or something. He had Ron Guidry in center field, and the Royals ended up winning.
Yeah, man, that's true, man. But yeah, man. So I guess the next first inning will be batting practice on Friday.
Right, that sounds good.
And you'll be seeing Roger the Big Yankee Fan on the channel soon too.
Yes. Unfortunately, we did lose a couple of vlogs. We lost our Houston Astros vlogs.
Yeah, I feel bad about that.
We'll get it going again with Kansas City and Seattle, 5 in a row.
Yeah, and those will be the next vlogs that'll come out.
Right, fantastic.
I still got my Cyclones video to put out, and
right.
I got those, and then I got games in August. I'm gonna go to a few games in August here and there, and I got all the games in September, man.
Oh yes, we're very much loaded up with Yankee games.
You know, in August, I can't wait for August too. I have 2 Brooklyn Cyclone games left.
Oh, wow, fantastic!
So I'll be going there in the first week of right after you leave. I'll be at the Cyclones. One of the August 6th, August 16th. I'll be at the Susan Woolman and John Sterling bobblehead night.
Wow,
I'll be there for that. That's gonna be crazy. And the day I'm waiting for, man, September, is Derek Jeter Day.
Yes, Derek Jeter night. That'll be a fantastic day for you.
And tickets are sold out. You can't even buy a ticket for that game.
Wow, incredible. And we have to say hello to Bryson. We'll be seeing him on Friday, the 29th, and Bryson will be with us for that game against Kansas City.
Yeah, man. I gotta remind myself to do short live streams of just us, talking and stuff, and put it directly out in real time.
Right. That sounds good.
Yeah, I gotta start. I gotta just remember to do that. Sometimes my battery be low, but
right, exactly. We could do some sitting at our location across the street in the park.
Yeah, I want to do something like that. A live stream from the park, a live stream in the stadium.
Right.
Batting practice live stream. That's a lot more content to go around.
Oh yes, exactly.
Plus the short little clips of home runs and all that other stuff. So man, there's gonna be
stuff up already for the 2022 season.
Yeah, man, there's gonna be a lot more content to come around. So let's not feel down about it. It's gonna happen. So
right, I hear ya.
Oh, and if anybody made it to this part of the show, you're a lucky person, because I just found out that down in Soho, right? That is south of Houston Street, Lower Manhattan, right? They have opened, they are going to open up. Well, today is the ribbon ceremony cutting, right? But I think they're going to open up next week or something like that. And it's a fairly new Jackie Robinson museum.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That'll be.
Yeah.
I'd really like to get to that. That might be something we'll do next spring.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be here next spring. I don't know how long it's gonna be for, because it's in a special gallery in Soho. Right. So I plan to vlog that.
Oh, that'll be great.
So I will be making my way to the Jackie Robinson Museum, because man, Jackie Robinson deserves every single bit of it. Single bit of it. Because listen, people don't understand that Jackie Robinson is first in baseball. He's the first black guy in baseball, yes. But you gotta understand, he's the first in history to define that black and white barrier. Period. Right. I mean, he's before. Jackie Robinson happened before Martin Luther King.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Jackie Robinson happened before Martin Luther King, and he happened before Harriet Tillman.
Right. Exactly.
Remember Elliot Tillman that got beat up?
Oh, yes, exactly. What a horrible deal that was. That young boy was only, I think, 14 years old.
Right. Oprah Winfrey is coming out with a movie about that as well,
Wow.
which should be great. But see, Jackie Robinson is the beginning of that, because Emmett Till happened, right? Which set off the minds of black people across the world, right? And then Emmett Till happened, and that sparked the mind of Rosa Parks to say, you know what, today I'm not going to sit in the back of the bus. I'm going to sit here.
Exactly.
And that's what started the revolution of ending this whole black and white racist agenda.
Exactly.
You know?
And the civil rights law came into existence the year I was born, actually, in '64. And the voting rights, and of course Martin Luther King. You know, once again, you know, the CIA was investigating Martin Luther King, and of course he ended up getting assassinated. Anyone that tries to be a difference maker, Robert F. Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, you know, Martin Luther King Jr., they all, you know, the establishment ends up rubbing them out.
Yeah, man. And also, you have to give a lot of credit to Blanche Rickey, the owner of the Dodgers, for even going through with that. You know?
Exactly.
And that's the guy, man. And for Jackie Robinson to endure all those hate speeches and all that before that was even a tolerance, that wasn't even a thing. You know what I mean? Like, it was normal to say these things to black people at that time. It was normal.
Oh, yes, I know. And,
you know?
He put up with it. Branch Rickey asked him to put up with it for about a year or two. And then he said, after that, you're free to do what you need to do. And then Jackie Robinson started fighting back.
You know, so it's like, wow, man, a lot of credit to that guy, man. And he's the guy that sparked it all. You know what I mean? Sparked that brain to change the world.
And I mean, he was a military veteran as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was born for that, man. I mean, he played with Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson and all these guys, and and he was just the one chosen. You know?
Exactly.
You know,
they chose him because of his temperament. Actually, you know, there were other Negro ball players that they felt might have been more talented. Actually,
yeah, they were.
But he was chosen because of his temperament and the way Branch Rickey thought he would be able to handle himself.
Yeah, they were, man. It's true. Right. Oh, Yankees Morning Brew, salute. Hey, we were just talking about him on there. Hopefully you saw that. But thank you so much, Yankees Morning Brew, if you're still on. And I would love to have an interview with you on this channel and your channel, man. I don't have the time. I've been on vacation and running errands and working on the Lisa M boat over there too, which is coming along. As by the way, I'm gonna start setting up the motor for it and everything. Yeah, but yeah, man. So we'll be back at Yankee Stadium, man, at this weekend, man, which is gonna be great.
Yes, we've got a marathon of games. I'll tell you, we'll be tuckered out after this one. 5 Yankee games in a row.
Ah, they are listening. Thank you. All right, pretty cool, man. All right, Yankee Morning Brew, we got to catch up. And we'll make this happen. Maybe next Tuesday, you could be on our show on the first inning. You know, at 5:00ish. You know, but
and I wanted to say thank you again for giving me all the likes on my Camden Yards videos on Instagram.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Because we should be supporting each other, man. Because I don't like this business of guys going for themselves. You know what I mean? Because if you watch YouTube, right, everybody works with each other. You know what I mean? If you're a guy that does RC cars, they do videos with other RC car guys. You know what I mean? If you're a tourist person, they link up with other tourist persons. You know what I mean? So why can't the Yankee community not be selfish and let's, be all together in one? Man, we seeing the same damn game here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what?
Yankees Morning Brew also had 161 River Avenue.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. I saw that interview.
Right.
And it's pretty kind of interesting, man, how different people become a fan.
Right.
The guy, River Avenue, he was saying that his mother used to take him to games because she had season tickets or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
right.
I got to go to the games because my father worked in the Bronx House of Corrections right down the street. So it was easy for him to go on his lunch break and buy a ticket for the game and go home and pick me up 10 minutes and drive back and park in the same parking lot as the jail and walk over to the game and watch the game. You know what I mean? It was that easy, The old stadium, anyway. Talking about old stadium.
And of course, my grandfather brought me to my first game as a 5-year-old going into kindergarten. And that was one heck of a year.
Let me see.
Remember it from a child's point of view, just like I can remember my kindergarten teacher's name was Mrs. Harrington. I can remember my first Yankee game as a 5-year-old, Mickey Mantle Day, and he had just retired, and it was actually a doubleheader. And my grandfather put me up on his shoulders. I also remember the pole. There was a big pole that was blocking all part of the outfield for me because the old Yankee Stadium had the poles going all around it.
Yeah, man. Old Yankee Stadium, it was very interesting, man. I got to go to a lot of free games there. The era of A-Rod. The era of A-Rod. I got to see a lot of free Yankee games because my dad worked there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I missed the 300 home run, and I missed the 500 home run too.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that was crazy with A-Rod with the 500 home run, and they had the balls numbered and all that.
Which one did Zach Campbell catch?
He caught the 3,000 hit.
Oh, the 3,000 hit, yeah.
He caught his 3,000 hit. Yeah, A-Rod hit his 300 and I believe his 500 home run in the old Yankee Stadium.
Right, exactly. And obviously I really took off during the 70s. I went to a number of Mayor's Trophy games. I saw the Yankees play at Chase Stadium in 74 and 75 when I was in Little League because the Yankee Stadium was being remodeled, refurbished at that time. And then my first game back at Yankee Stadium was when I was 12 years old. It was against the Minnesota Twins. I went with my stepfather and my great-grandmother. And we were sitting right on the first base side on the main level, and Chris Chambliss was playing first base.
Oh, so we're going to confirm this. Yankee Morning Brew will be on here next Tuesday at 5 o'clock-ish. We'll be here.
Wow, that's wonderful. I'll stay off and just so you guys can talk together.
Oh, well, it's a group chat thing, so we're going to, we're going to have questions to ask, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Yeah. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So, so we'll be at the game. Old Timers Day is going to be a long day.
Yes.
Oh, my God. I better bring some lunch money with me, too, man.
Exactly.
Oh, matter of fact, I better go to the bodega and buy me I think I might buy like 2 sandwiches and some sodas and all that stuff, too.
Right, exactly.
For Old Timers Day. But, okay, what's the deal with Old Timers Day? They're not going to have no batting practice?
Apparently, they're not going to be having a game. At least I read one article about it where they were going to be doing video tributes and introduction of the players and that kind of thing. But from what I read, I'm going to have to look into it again.
Because I want to make a sign. I want to make a sign that says, I was robbed buying a ticket for Old Timers Day.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because, so I gotta, do we know what time the gates open on Saturday? That would say a lot. That would,
Probably about 10 o'clock in the morning because I believe they want you seated by about 11:30.
yeah, but the game starts at 2 though.
Right, I know. I think you're going to have over 2 hours of ceremonies and stuff. I'm going to have to look more into it because I'm not 100% clear on all of it yet.
Because, you know, they advertising it as like they're going to be there and playing. Oh, Yankee Morning Brew's going to be there on Saturday. So we'll meet up with you, Yankees Morning Brew. Where are we sitting on Saturday, Roger?
Oh, in the level 2s. I think I don't have my ticket pulled up, but I think it's going to be like 213 or 214.
Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Saturday. I need to open tickets. Okay, Saturday.
We have very good seats.
Section 213, row 19, seat 15.
Wow. Yeah,
213.
Those are like luxury seats for us.
Row 19, seat 15. So we'll be there.
Yes, those are beautiful seats.
Yeah, they are. They are real nice ones. I think they're better than the legendaries because you're a little higher and you see the game better.
Right. But you're down close.
And you're in foul ball territory too, up there in the second level.
Right, exactly. When you go on the Yankees virtual venue, you could get your view.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. So yeah, we'll be there on Saturday, and we'll definitely link up, man. So yeah, it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. I can't wait though. I just hope it's a game though, not that ceremonial stuff, man. Cause I'm gonna be really pissed off if I have to wait and watch a whole video tribute. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have stayed home for this.
Yeah, I think I read one article and I don't remember all about it now. I'm gonna have to double check on all of it. I'm not 100% clear.
Yeah, but I think there'll be something like that though. I think that there has to be some type of game because they're asking you to be there early, so there has to be some type of thing. Man.
Right.
But anyway, I'm gonna end it here, and I guess we'll see everybody on Thursday.
Yes, you'll be seeing me on Thursday.
And I'll be seeing you on Thursday. There'll be batting practice live stream on Thursday. Gates open at 5:30, so 5:40 around there will be live batting practice from my channel. So stay tuned, man. And that'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
and Monday.
And Monday we'll be there. So yeah, it's gonna be a long live streams. A lot of content coming. So yeah, stay tuned. I hope to see Yankees Morning Brew on Saturday. I'm gonna get something to eat, something to drink, and we'll see everybody on the next one. So we'll talk behind the scenes, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So so long, everybody, and see ya.
Take care.
Yes, sir.